Hi, welcome to Street Priest Ministries. I'm your host, Brother Jay, and we're taking the gospels back to the streets. Today's drive-through message is Hell on Earth. Man has constantly rebelled, turned his back on the Creator since the dawn of time. This has been going on since Genesis 6. And God destroyed the earth via the flood in Noah, in the pre-Diluvian age, because of what's coming on the scene right now in our age. Jesus said in Matthew 24:37, let's go there, so you can read for yourself. I'm not going to read it for you, but I want us to read it together. Matthew 24:37. But as in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the days of the coming of the Son of Man. That's pregnant with meaning. What was going on in Noah's day? Fallen angel technology, what was going on in Noah's day? I'm just going to get to the point. You to follow Street Priest, know I've covered this topic before different ways. But the way I want to cover it now is hell on earth, because that's what is taking place. Like in the days of Noah, you had hell on earth. You had fallen angel technology that took over the earth. You had monsters roaming. You had the splicing of genes. You had open portals where demons were coming through the veil. And so with the giants, the demons, genetic freaks running around, you had hell on earth. Hell, literally, that's all hell is. Hell is an aberration of God's creation. That's what Satan does. One of his names is the perverse one. It means to put that which belongs in front behind, and that which belongs behind in front. And so you see some of these creatures of his, he's creating them in his image. Perverse. That's what hell is. Monsters that you can't imagine. This is what's coming to the earth. Now, you have demon scientists at work with CERN to break the veil, to open up the portal for hell to come through. And God's, in the end, we're going to read it, but God's in the end going to give man his wish. You have demon scientists cloning, creating genetic mutations, monsters, soulless beings. That too is going on in Noah's day. You have a perverse generation that was hell-bent. The Bible said their hearts thought of nothing evil but continued. Imagination of every heart was evil only. Continue. That's what's going on there. To break down the society and to dumbing down the society. Creating mindless, moron zombies. Nothing's changed. The Bible said there's nothing new under the sun. So as it began, so shall it end. Now, go to Luke 21:26. Go to Luke 21:26. We're in the last days, folks. You can read the sign of the times. All this is taking place in our generation. And what the Antichrist has in store when he comes on the scene is going to make Hitler look like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. It's going to be a whole different worldwide level as far as the Holocaust is concerned, a whole worldwide Holocaust. See, they've written it in stone. Georgia Gladstone's what their ultimate plan is. You have approximately 7.5 billion people on the planet. And their plan is to wipe out approximately 7 billion. And they've been using propaganda to try to prime the dumb cattle, sheep, whatever you want to call them, to convince them that the killing of them, the killing of us is good. It's a good thing. With all the genocides, fratricides, euthanasia, demons feast on blood. Demons feast on death. It's a food source for them. They feast on fear. That's why it's so much trauma and drama around the world. That's what feeds demons. Now, Jesus said, men's hearts failing them for fear. Now let me back up. Go to verse 25. Luke 21:25. And there shall be signs in the sun. We're seeing that. And in the moon, we're seeing that too. A lot of blood moon. A lot of solar eclipses. And in the stars. And up on the earth, distress of nations with perplexity. The sea and the waves rolling. A lot of freaky tidal waves and storms. That's something happening. Dealing with the sea. Men's hearts failing them for fear. What's coming on this earth is going to petrify. It's going to scare people to death. Probably literally. Some hearts probably literally are going to fail and have heart attacks. I believe that's literal. Now, for some of you that's never experienced hell, I have. God gave me a personal tour. But not only that, besides that, I've experienced hellish apparitions, demons. And you have no idea how terrifying hell really is. Hell's coming to the earth. It's the title of this message. Hell on earth. And men are doing everything they can to invoke these demons, these spirits. That's what all Hollywood is about. Rituals. Summoning these spirits, these enemies, these hellish enemies. Men's heart failing them for fear and looking after those things which are coming on the earth. Are coming. Hell is coming on the earth. It's coming. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. These are going to be horrible times. And the people that's going to see this miss the rapture, by the way. We, the church, will be taken away. Those of us that know who the enemy are, who the enemy is, that's warring against the enemy, that's fighting a good fight of faith, we'll be raptured out of here. We'll be looking from above, down on this earth, witnessing these things. It's like Jesus when he told John to come up, symbol of the church. We're out of here. We'll see these things from above. It's coming on earth. Now, let's go to Revelations. Talking about hell on earth. Revelations 9:1. God's going to give man his wish. He's constantly been asking for it. He's going to get it. Hell on earth. And it's not going to be nothing nice and nothing fun when he gets it. Because he's constantly turned his back on God. On Christ's salvation, his work he did at the cross. And this is what man going to have to endure. And he's chose the devil. Look at the world. All these helly days. Every single helly day is geared towards Satan and the satanic trinity. Sun god, moon goddess, revived sun god, a reborn sun god. It's all these helly days. Christmas, Master was the barley cake baked to the queen of Easter, Ashtar, we just had a pagan helly day just passed. Sunrise service, worship of the sun. The sun god, atomic. Cross, symbol of atomic. This whole earth is worshiping hell. I can go on to all the rest of the helly days. I don't even need to mention Halloween. I mean, that's a joke. It's a celebration of the dead. Valentine's Day and all the other pagan days. The Jezebel whore Church of Rome grafted these helly days onto the church. Put a Christian face on them. But you can't mix the two in the Bible. God is a jealous God. He don't play that. Tells you that in 1 Corinthians 10. But the world is worshiping. Either through naivete or just straight out knowing who they worship. It's a lot of goony bird Christians that's participating in these helly days, thinking they could mix the two. And they're so deceived. They're no different than the hard-head, recalcitrant, backsliding, golden calf worshippers in Moses' day. The anything I think God has raised me up for is to seek and destroy people's golden calves, whatever your golden calf is. God raised me up to break it and smash it into a million pieces, to grind it to dust and scatter to the four corners of the winds of the earth. That's what I think my raising there is. Jesus said you may void the word of God, teaching traditions of men. That's what he taught me. That's the tradition, the early days. And the whole world is worshiping, including majority of the church world, so-called church world. All falling behind Satan. What's this group here? Let's read about it. And the fifth angel sounded. Oh, in the rapture. It's going to be such a few that's taken. They can easily explain that away with abductions, alien abduction or something. I'm sure that it's not many as people think. Jesus made that clear. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth unto destruction, and many there be to go therein. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way that leadeth to eternal life. But few they be to find it, very few. There's a few on the ark. There's a few, the God of Sodom and Gomorrah. What makes you think it's not going to be a few for the rapture? It's going to be a few. Because most of our lying, either through ignorance, willingly, or unwillingly, blind. Jesus said if the blind believes, the blind all fall into the ditch. Look at all those synagogue of Satan followers, so-called Masons, blind. What about all the people that sit up in these stadiums, following behind the prosperity pimps, blind? You're going on. So by the time you finish deducting and getting your percentage right, it'll be a very small percent. This rapture, very small. Guarantee you, probably within less than 10% of this world's population will be raptured out of here. Because Satan, the deceiver, has deceived so many Christians, thinking they can have their cake and eat it too. And if neglected Christ's teaching on what true Christianity is, he done told you. Paul told you, Apostle Paul. And the rest of the apostles. John said, love not the world, neither things in the world. The world, the cosmos, the way the world views things, their traditions, that make void the word of God. Love them not. And the fifth angel, Revelations 9:1. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. I believe that's Satan himself. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit. Here come hell, ascending on earth. Now, I taught on the apocalypse, get that teaching. That's the whole Revelation, book of Revelation. And I'm just focusing on one point here. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, and the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there arose out of the smoke locusts upon the earth. And these ain't locusts. These are demonic entities, aborigines, apparitions, abominations. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power as scorpions of the earth have power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God on their foreheads. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but they should be tormented 5 months. And their torment was as the torment of scorpion. Now, scorpion is the most painful insect to get stung by. I don't think it's nothing, probably maybe that box jellyfish might come the closest, one of the most painful things to get stung by. And I know a scorpion is up there. They got certain type of scorpions, and their toxins are deadly, but very painful. And in those days shall man seek death, and shall not find it. God's going to take away. Can't even commit suicide. You're going to have to just suffer these demonic attacks that's coming on earth. Hell coming to the surface of earth. Hell on earth. In those days men shall seek death. Can't die. Can't even die. Escape from death. And shall not find it. And shall desire to die. And death shall flee from them. Death is a demonic entity too. And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle. And on their heads were as if it were crowns like gold. And their faces were the faces of men. And they had hair, the hair of women. And their teeth was as teeth of lions. And they had breastplates, as if it were breastplates of iron. And the sound of their wings is the sound of chariots, of many horses riding in battle. And they had tails like unto scorpions. And there were stings in their tails. And power was given to hurt men 5 months. So men going to go through 5 months of hell on earth. Hell coming up. See, when you read here, back in 9:1, it says right here, and the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven into the earth, and him was given the key of the bottomless pit. Now, the bottomless pit somewhere in this earth. I believe, if I had to guess, if I had bet my bottom dollar, I would believe that that bottomless pit that Satan opened up with the key is in the Bermuda Triangle. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace. It's coming up from the earth. Hell is coming up from the earth. And the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. So much smoke coming up out of hell. This is going to darken the sun. Like a furnace. Now, go back to verse 13. And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar which is before God, saying to the sixth angel, which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. Now, these four angels that are bound, those were the original crew that rebelled against God, along with Mr. Lucifer. And God's going to release these bad angels, these bad actors. Hell coming to the surface of earth. Hell on earth. God locked away some demons that are so powerful they would have destroyed the earth a long time. God's grace. But here, he's releasing this bunch to wreak havoc on earth. Saying to the sixth angel, which had a trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. Now, all these areas where these demonic entities are bound or in prison, there's a lot of, you can say, demonic activity that goes on in these areas, whether it be the Bermuda Triangle, so-called Devil's Triangle, over here in the Middle East, the river Euphrates. See, the whole earth is divided up into parallels of energy fields. And you've got some areas where there's a lot of negative energy fields. I believe that these demons are bound there. Saying to the sixth angel, which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. And the four angels were loose, which were prepared for an hour, and a day and a month, and a year for to slay the third part of me. Okay, there's 7.5 billion people on the planet. So a third of 7.5 billion would be approximately, how many? 1/3. You want to guess? One third of 7 billion people is going to be destroyed. Do the math. Comes out to 2 billion and something. It's a lot of people. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire, and jade, and brimstone. And the heads of the horses were as heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire, smoke, and brimstone. By these three was the third part of men killed, by the fire, by the smoke, and by the brimstone, which issued out of their mouth. These hellish beings, it's going to kill 2 billion and some people. And they're going to kill them by the fire that comes out of their mouth, the smoke, and by the brimstone, sulfur, that's issued out of their mouth. Hell. Hell on earth. All that represents hell. Fire and brimstone represents hell for sure. It's all sulfur. For the power is in their mouth, and their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads with them, that they should do hurt. So they got tails that are snake-like, or that are snakes, that bite you. These abominable creatures. And the rest of the men which were not killed by these 3 plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship the devils, demons. That's what man is worshiping. God said, okay, you've been worshiping demons, I'm going to give you demons. I'm going to release hell on earth. I'm going to take away my mercy that had a partition that separated hell from us. And I'm going to just release hell on earth. Hell's coming to the surface of the earth. Hell up on earth, that's what man's been craving. That's what he's going to get. That's what Hollywood's been craving. Look at their movies. Their movies are hellish. Their art is hellish. They glorify hell. So God's going to give you hell. And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship demons, and idols of gold, and silver, and brass, and stone, and of wood, which neither can see, nor hear, nor walk. Paganism, worship of idols. Neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries. The word for sorcery is pharmakia. It's witchcraft affiliated with the use of drugs. That's as ancient, going back to almost every ancient culture. Peyote, coca, go on and on. Hemlock. Drugs affiliated with witchcraft, some sorcery. Murderers, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication. Porneia. We get the word porn. Nor of their thefts. Now, this is a terrible time that's coming on earth. And I wanted you to see that. Hell is coming to the surface of earth. And man's working overtime to bring it. The scientists are working overtime, like I stated earlier. You got the witches and warlocks conjuring up these demonic entities and spirits. They're working overtime. And eventually, God's going to give man his wish. He's going to give man hell on earth. That's what he's craving for. Like I stated before, that's all that's being represented in the world through art and culture. Hell. You and so-called comic figures, all that hellish. Movies, hellish. Art and cinema, music, definitely hellish. Alright, so you decide. Bible said no man can serve two masters. You decide who you're going to serve. Because you see here what's going to happen to these people that are left here. My God I serve is no plaything. You don't play yourself. Be not deceived. He ain't mocked. You don't deceive yourself. If you want hell on earth, stick around. You'll get it. You'll get to see Mr. Devil himself make a grand appearance on this earth, along with his minions from here. All right, if I'm the one to taught you give, go to streetpriestministry.org, hit the donate button. Tithes, first fruit, alabaster box, belongs to the Lord. I'm the one that taught you. Galatians 6:6, only for the ones I taught. I haven't taught you anything that's on the plot yet. You know if you've been taught or not, you and God. All right. Avoid hell on earth. Repent of your sins. Take up your cross. So it's only good to die on. Die to your way and yourself. And follow Jesus. When you follow Jesus, is following through his word. And take up your cross daily. And follow him. And avoid hell upon earth. All right. Good day, good evening, good night to you around the world. May you grow in faith in Jesus' name.